Joining me now is a familiar face, our friend Brian Claypool. And first of all, I'm going to hold your hand through this because I know that you, my dear friend, normally we know you as an attorney, but you're a man who was there that terrible day and are to this day really struggling with what you witnessed, what you lived through and survived. Are you okay today?
Yeah, I'm having a real rough time. I mean, I saw the 58 doves, and I just broke down this morning. I have such deep love for every victim, all their families, every person injured, and everybody who survived, like myself, who's struggling with PTSD. I just have an unwavering, lifelong connection to them, and I'll never, ever forget about them.
You know, it's been really powerful to read. Many outlets have been writing stories about the year for people that were injured, police officers who have been left paralyzed, people who had to learn to walk, to talk, to breathe again, to function again. And in a way, where your injuries are not physical, you're like many people who were there. Living with that trauma. What have you been doing this year, Brian, to help with that?
Well, I mean, before I tell you about that, I mean, the thing that I'm really struggling with again today is just seeing again, hearing the shots, feeling the shots, hearing them ping, seeing people down, and then just not being able to really...
Is that playing over in your head again?
Oh my God, yeah. It's just seeing somebody down, and then I run the other way because, you know, I have a little girl. I'm a single parent of a little girl. And then I just keep seeing these girls. When I ran into this bleacher for a little bit, and I see the faces again of these 5 girls crying hysterically.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling like a year later.
You're there again.
But I'm there again, and I'm just like feeling again like I didn't, like why didn't I just physically escort them out and walk them out? I don't know.
Because Brian, here's the thing. We don't know. We can't plan how we're going to react in a situation. It's a fight or flight. It's a visceral reaction. Honey, you survived. You survived. Okay, so the survivor's guilt is palpable in you. And I know it is for so many people, and it's been hard because I think many of you feel as though this story's gotten lost, that the news has sort of moved on, but the fact is it hasn't moved on for all of you.
Yeah, no, we are bonded together for life. I know for me personally, I've been in therapy, regular therapy. I continue to be in therapy once a week, managing my trauma. Some of the symptoms I still have, anxiety. Don't like being really around crowds or people I don't know.
Loud noises probably rattle you.
Yeah, and then the biggest one for me that I still have not come close to working through is continued catastrophic thoughts.
Yes.
Like I'll be on the freeway and I'll just expect a car to come hit me head on and just kill me. Like I feel like I'm destined to die still. I'll be in my kitchen at night and I have these windows with no blinds, and I remember about a week ago just standing there and I was just waiting for somebody to point a gun and just shoot me through the window and kill me. So I have this ongoing expectation that I'm going to die. So therapist is working me through that.
And what does the therapist say is helpful about thinking about the future? Because the future seems almost unattainable when you've gone through something like this, doesn't it?
Great question. So 2 things I've learned through therapy. Number one, a lot of times I've gone into therapy just completely down, like dormant. Like I go in there, I don't want to be there. I don't want to go out of my house. I don't really want to see anybody. And I'll get there and I'll tell my therapist, I'm so down about everything. And she'll say, well, tell me something good in your life. My daughter, are you still there for your daughter? Do you help her in school? Yeah, I do. Then what she does, Michaela, is she helps me validate something good that I'm doing to help me realize the world's not all bad. And then the other part about the feeling negative about the world, what she helps me do is try to change the channel. So you start thinking a really negative thought, like I'm going to die or I'm going to get hit by a car on the freeway.
So you stop your brain.
And then you try to reassure yourself that that's not going to happen in this moment, that you're not back at the shooting in Vegas. So it's progress, but But look, these people who've survived have a long way to go. And
you really do.
Yeah.
And the part that's really frustrating to so many is you're not alone, and you will not be the last. And the reason that we feel compelled to talk about this is that we don't want it just to be a headline. This is the reality for so many people, and until we make substantive changes in this nation, this is going to continue. We're not doing this to make you a spokesperson for anything, but we wanted you to come in and share.
Yeah, can I just tell you one more quick
Please, I'd like
one
that.
One more quick thing, a story for everybody to help, a positive thought from this. Live your life with a sense of urgency. Cherish every second. Let me give you a quick example. You've met my daughter before. Before the shooting, every night when she goes to bed, if you put your arm out for a second, she'll say, "Daddy, tickle my arm." It helps her go to sleep. So I would always tickle the front and back of her arm. But there'd be nights where you're tired.
Yeah.
And I would turn her down on those tickles. But now I'm...
Now you're tickling every time you can. I know, Brian. I know.
I make sure
You're
do
making
it,
an
because you never
effort.
know.
Focus on your daughter during this time, and I'm glad you're getting lots and lots of help.
Thank you.
Okay. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in a second.